Hi everyone, welcome back to JDCodebase. In the last video, we learned how to insert nodes in a doubly linked list. And in this video, we will see how to delete node from the start, from the end, from the any position. So let's get started. So before we begin coding, so let's begin with the understand what we are going to do. In a doubly linked list, every node has two pointers, one pointing to the previous node and one pointing to the next node. Now when we delete a node, we have to make sure that these pointers are updated properly. Otherwise, our list will break. So deletion can happen in three ways: from the start, end, or specific position in between. So let's start one by one. So first see how we can delete a node from the start of the list. So the logic is simple. First check if the list is empty. If it is not empty, move the head pointer to the next node. Then make sure the new head previous become null. And finally, we can safely delete the old node. So let's move to VS Code and write the code for this. So I already write the class node and class doubly linked list here. We have to write this delete from the start function. So first check whether if this dot head is empty. Means the list is empty, just return it. Else make a temporary list this dot head and store the current head, and this dot head is equal to this dot head dot next. Means we move head to the next node, and if this dot head is not, make new head previous null. Means this dot head is equal to this dot head dot previous is equal to null. Then and also we have to make this temporary is equal to null. So here what happening is the first we check if the list is empty, we do not don't do anything, and otherwise we move the head one step forward by using this dot head is equal to this dot head dot next, and then update the new head with the previous pointer. Means if this dot head, we just update this dot head dot previous is equal to null. Finally we just remove this old node temp is equal to null, and simple and clean. So if I run this node 19, see here, if you see our previous original linked list is the null 10 20 30 40 15 60 70 null, and after the delete from the start we get the null 20 30 40. So we just delete the 10 here. Now next one is the delete from the ending index. So here we logic is the first check if the list is empty again, then we move till the last node using a loop, and once we reach the last node we set its previous node next to null, and then we delete the last node. It is pretty simple as compared to the previous one. If you see, let me write the code for this. First check if this dot head is empty, just return this, means empty list edge case. Then make a temporary list this dot head, and while temporary dot next temp is equal to temp dot next. Means we traverse whole list and we move till the last node, and if temporary dot previous, then we just make it temporary dot previous dot next is equal to null. Means disconnect the last node here, else we have to make it null. This dot head is equal to null. Why? Because when there is only one node in the list, and in last we have to make temp is equal to null. Means delete this node. So what happening here is the we start from the head and keep moving forward till we reach the end here, and once we get there we simply cut off that node by changing the previous node to next to the null, or this dot head is equal to null, and that's it, the node deleted. If I uncomment this, and run this. See, originally is 10, 20, 70. When I run this delete from start, the 10 is removed. When I run this delete from end, the 70 is removed here. Now next one is the delete from the position. So delete from the position is the logic is here is the if the index is 0. So we just call the function to delete from the start. Otherwise we move through the list till we reach the given index. Then we fix the links again as we do in the insertion. We connect previous node next to next and next node previous to previous, and finally we delete that node. So let's write the code. So first check the edge case. This dot head means empty list and return this. Then check if index is equal to 0. Then this dot delete from the starting and return this. Then make a temporary list temp is equal to this dot head and let count is equal to 0 while temp and count is smaller than index. Temp is equal to temp dot next and count plus plus, means we traverse till the till that point, means until the count, until the that index. And if temporary that node is the node here, then it is a index out of range, else we have to fix the pointers here. Temporary dot previous is equal to temporary dot previous dot next is equal to temporary dot next. So we fix to temporary dot next to the previous dot next to the temp dot next, and also temp dot next dot previous is equal to temp dot previous. So in this code we first check whether the list is empty, and then we traverse till we reach the required position, means from this while temp and count is smaller than index. Then once we find that node, we just relink the previous and next node by using this if temp dot previous and temp dot next. That's how we delete the node from the any middle position. So if you see, I call the delete from the position 2, and at position 2 we get the 40, and we delete the 40 from here. 20, 30 and 50, 60, means 40 is deleted here. So let's quickly summarize what we learned today. Deletion in a doubly linked list means updating two pointers, previous and next, and always check if the list is empty before deleting, and make sure to handle edge cases like deleting the first or the last node. And that is for the today. In the next video we will solve some doubly linked list practice problems step by step, and don't forget to like the video, subscribe to JDCodebase for more short and simple DSA tutorial in the JavaScript. See you in the next one.